Hey, Shalom. We'll get started here in just a few moments. Alright, hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKodash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father. His true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, and his son's name of the world, even called Jesus Christ. Real name in the Hebrew is Yahushai. Also give it praises, honor, and glory unto the Yahweh HaKodash, the Holy Spirit, which is the force and entity that makes this edification possible. I want to say shalom to all you sincere-hearted Aki and Wa'akwat, as you brothers and sisters make your bodies a living sacrifice on a daily basis in this wicked and adulterous generation. I also want to give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us truth and who rule well. Give me 1 second, let me make sure this connection is good. It's saying it's buffering. Sounds clear on my end. If it's choppy, Baba Kashad, just let me know. So hey, as you can see, all right, the title of this lesson, all right, says, in order to escape, we must detach. In order to escape, we must detach, man, because ultimately, at the end of the day, all right, well, what are we trying to escape from? We're trying to escape from, all right, the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, all right, that he promised that he would bring upon, all right, this world. You see, 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, he says that he will smite Egypt with plagues as before. All right, and the goal is to detach, all right, from this place, all right, to be, holy, set aside, separate people, all right, and the people that's to be received of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, to receive the salvation, all right, and did a lesson the other day, all right, entitled this deliverance from spiritual Egypt will not be like the deliverance from ancient Egypt, all right, because in ancient Egypt the Lord delivered, the whole nation. All right, and he had to end up, the Lord had to end up killing, all right, that generation that he saved from Egypt, because why? All right, they brought Egypt with them in the mindset. You see, like the old saying in the world, you could take a nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga. All right, but it's not going to work like that this time, this go around. All right, before the Lord takes us out of Egypt, the spiritual Egypt, all right, he has to first remove, all right, and we have to be co-workers with him, as the scripture says. Let me grab that. Co-workers with Yahushai. All right, we had to work with Yahushai to remove the Egypt out of us. All right, and that's fitting. All right, because we're still in the feast of unleavened bread. All right, now in the feast of unleavened bread, we're commanded to remove the leaven out of our homes. All right, but our first and primary home is what? All right, our minds, our mental, our spirits. All right, and that leaven goes into anything that has a tendency to infect, all right, that anything that has a tendency to infect and corrupt, all right, someone or something, all right, and what's the predominant factor that that infects, and takes over people's spirits? It's the ways and pollutions of this world, man. All right, and this is what we're supposed to be denouncing and renouncing, man, on a daily basis, sign and crime for all the abominations. All right, but let me first grab this in 2 Corinthians chapter 6. And we're just kind of flowing through the Spirit. I had a few precepts in mind. All right, because clearly, man, the Lord is working upon this place. He's working upon spiritual Egypt. All right, here this morning we, woke up to some news. All right, with this bridge, the Francis Scott Key Bridge. All right, supposedly being hit. All right, by by a boat, man. All right, by a cargo boat. Which, me personally, all right, I believe that's an inside job. All right, definitely believe that's an inside job. This devil's about to come down with great wrath, and he's going to use any, all right, sea rices. If you catch my drift, all right, he's going to use any sea rices to justify, all right, bringing forth, wicked decrees and laws and legislations upon this place, man. All right, so he can go ahead and do what he needs to do. All right, he's breaking down the pillars of society. He's breaking down, all right, the police force. He's breaking down the firefighting force. He's breaking down all the pillars of society, man. All right, these governmental jobs. All right, you know, a lot of businesses are laying off people, man. All right, so what is this going to bring? It's going to bring total, you know, anarchy and confusion upon this earth. All right, crime is about to shoot up. As a matter of fact, no, crime is shooting up. Not about to. Crime is shooting up. You got all these immigrants here. All right, so it's just one thing after another, after another, after another. It's going to continue, as Scripture says in 2 Ezra 14. All right, the greater evils than that which thou hast seen, all right, shall continue to grow up on the world, man. All right, so we ain't really seen nothing yet. We're still in the beginning of sorrows. All right, so let me first grab this in 2 Corinthians chapter 6, and shalom to you, Akim. All right, well, Akwaf that's tuning in. Yahweh Shemal Shabrak Thumb. 2 Corinthians 6 and 1. We then, as workers together with him, with who? Yahweh Shah. We're supposed to be working with Yahweh Shah, not working against him. All right, he's clearly told us, all right, what his will is. Ephesians the 5th chapter. All right, you know, be wise, be circumspect, you know, understanding the will of the Lord. All right, with us understanding the will of the Lord, that's us understanding his intentions. All right, his ways, his doings. So we are supposed to be working with him. All right, and what is his goal? His goal is to refine us, to purify us. All right, because, man, fuck these people, man. Fuck all these other people. Yeah, we already know the 2/3 are going to die. We already know they're going to perish. We know, all right, that the Lord is about to come, all right, and run through these damn heathens as well. All right, but we're concerned about those of us, all right, that be like us, as the angel told Ezra in 2 Ezra, the 12th chapter. He says, you know, seek out the glory for such as be like thee, man. All right, fuck these people. All right, so, you know, with us, all right, we're supposed to be concerned with, you know, the body of Yahweh Shah, all right, and being co-workers with Yahweh Shah, working with them, man. All right, purging the evil, all right, out of us, purging the leaven out of us, all right, working with Yahweh Shah. So it says, we then, as workers together with him, beseech you, meaning beg you or beseech you also that you receive not the grace of the Most High in vain. That's right, because we're still in grace period. All right, we still have liberty. All right, we still have a cushion. All right, for our downfalls, for us missing the mark. All right, but we're not supposed to be, taking grace for vain, taking grace for a thing of naught. We're supposed to be capitalizing and utilizing and taking advantage of grace. All right, by purifying ourselves. As a matter of fact, the next chapter goes into it. 2 Corinthians 7 and 1. Having therefore these promises. What promises? All right, the promises of the Lord, you know, keeping us, protecting us in the evil days. The promises of the Lord, all right, feeding the seed of the elect. The promises of the Lord, all right, delivering the elect. The promises of the Lord, planting the elect in the land. All right. So having therefore these promises, dearly beloved, and who's that beloved? All right, Bayath Dawadah, the house of David, man. It says, let us cleanse ourselves. Right, and how do we cleanse ourselves? With the fear of Yahweh Shemal Shah. Psalms 19, for the fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. That's how we cleanse ourselves. All right, by, you know, focusing and meditating and living out the fear of Yahweh Shemal Shah. Because the fear of the Lord, all right, it causes us to abstain from sin. It causes us to offend less. All right, understanding and knowing that the one that's bringing these plagues, all right, he has full jurisdiction. He has full sway. All right, over what was that? Isaiah 45 and 7. He creates the evil. He creates the good. So we're supposed to fear him, not Esau. All right, so, you know, being rooted into his fear, that's going to cleanse us. So it says, having therefore these promises, dearly beloved, let us cleanse ourselves from all filthiness of the flesh and spirit. See, all filthiness of the flesh and spirit. Hence the title of this lesson. In order to escape, we must detach. What are we detaching from? The corruption and filth of Babylon the Great. And we do that by fearing Yahweh Shemal Shah. It says perfecting holiness. All right, perfecting holiness, meaning bringing it to a complete end. Bringing what to a complete end? Being separate, man. Having to be totally separate. All right, because we're all coming to a point to where, all right, we're going to have to make a clear and distinct stand. All right, and totally abstaining from this world, man. Especially in the hour of temptation. Revelation 3 and 10. when it comes down to taking that MOTB, the mark of the you know what. You see, but it all really starts before then. All right, by the way we move and operate in this truth, in this grace period right now. So it says, let's start from the top again. 2 Corinthians 7:1. Having therefore these promises, dearly beloved, let us cleanse ourselves from all filthiness of the flesh and spirit, perfecting holiness in the fear, in the fear of Yahweh by Shema Shai. That's who he's coming to save and deliver, man. That's what pleases the Lord, is fearing him. Now, let me go ahead and get some of these scriptures real quick I had in mind. All right, because as we're excited, all right, brothers, sisters be seeing chariots. All right, we be, the Lord give us particular, moments of confirmation that he's with us. All right, well, that's of course that gets us excited, as it should. All right, but that shall also put us in more fear, seeing that the Lord is watching us, man. that's a scary thing, man. All right, it's comforting, but it should also put you in more fear. All right, why? Because that makes us have to check ourselves more, make sure that we ain't got no unclean ways in us. All right, the way we think, and because scriptures even speaks about, right, the thought of foolishness is sin unto the Lord. So this is why we should be praying. All right, what David prayed. Let's grab this in Psalms 19. Psalms 19 and 14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart, right, the things that we think about in our minds, our lives, all right, let the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. See, so everything that we do, our whole body, our whole essence, our whole makeup is a sacrifice unto Yahweh Bashmal Shah. Right? Do we want to give him a whack, lame, wicked sacrifice, or do we want to give him a pleasing, sweet smelling aroma? All right, to where he's delighting in us. All right, and it all comes through walking in that way, thinking the correct thoughts. Philippians the 4th chapter. Right? Finally, my brethren, whatsoever be true, honest, virtuous, a good report. All right, think upon these things. All right, we should constantly be, and I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. All right, which I know you sincere Akim Wa'akwa do. All right, because we're at a point now to where shit, if you ain't thinking about the Lord, what the hell else is you thinking about, man? And I can speak personally, and it's not, anything of, of my own self, but it's Yahweh by Shema Shai. Man, I meditate upon the Lord all day, man. Now, of course, we do our business, we go to work. But even when we be working, man, I know you brothers and sisters can concur. All right, man, we still find ourselves thinking about, meditate. If we're not watching or listening to videos, all right, we thinking about particular chapters, thinking about particular verses, all right, thinking about particular, holy men, all right, in the scriptures. You see, that's what pleases the Lord. That's the meditation of our hearts, being pleasing unto the Lord. Who in the hell else in 2024, right, in the age of disinformation, misinformation, lies, corruption, adultery, deceit, right, is thinking about the Lord like that, man? All right, but we got to continue these good works up until the very end, even if it costs us our life. You see, and we're very close to that point, to where we may have to be martyrs for this truth. You see, that's what we should be preparing our minds for. All right, being martyrs for this truth. Jake, Jake be, oh yeah, I die for the Lord. I love the Lord. I die for him. I die for Yahweh Shah. All right, but Jake, man. All right, especially these novices in these other camps, man. All right, but the thing is, if you don't live for Yahweh by Shema Shah, you damn sure ain't gonna die for him, man. You see, you first gotta live for Yahweh Shah in order to die for him. You see, and you do that by making your body a living sacrifice every day. On the good days and the bad days, because some days, hey, it's more of a sacrifice. It requires more. Some days your mind ain't 100% there, because we in this flesh. Yahweh Shah said, for the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. That's why we ready to get out these goddamn bodies, man, because, all right, we our spirits desire and long to worship the Lord all day long, just like the angels, man. You see? But some days it's harder than others in this flesh. All right, but that's the battle. 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter. All right, for man that is born upon the earth, all right, shall fight. This is the condition of the battle. You see, to serve the Lord. All right, the sunshine or rain. Psalms 19 and 14. That's for your old heads out there. You know, Maze, Frankie Beverly. All right, but anyway, Psalms 19:14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Yahweh Bashimawashah, my strength and my redeemer. That's right. You see, he's our strength. He's our redeemer. All right, but he's going to redeem those, right, in Jacob that's going to do what? Let's grab this in Isaiah 59. All right. Isaiah chapter 59 and 20. And the redeemer, all right, he's our kinsman redeemer. You see, according to the law, right, if a brethren, all right, you know, if one of your brethren is sold into, you know, servitude or bondage, all right, well, that kinsman redeemer, can legally buy him back. You see, that's why he says in Deuteronomy 28:68, no man shall buy you, meaning kornah. That word buy in the Hebrew is kornah, which means to redeem. No man can redeem us. Yahweh Shah is that ordained kinsman redeemer, all right, for his brethren, for the first fruits. All right, Numbers the 18th chapter, because the only ones that can be bought back, the only ones that's supposed to be redeemed is the first fruits, all right, of everything that opened up the matrix first. You see, so that's what's being redeemed. All right, Isaiah 59:20, and the redeemer shall come to Zion, right, and Zion as a people before it's a place. All right, the redeemer ain't coming to Moab to save them. Hell no. What the hell they need to be redeemed or bought back for? You see, they're the ones that had a hand in our oppression. So the redeemer's coming to a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans and Israelite foreigners, man. And the whole world's about to witness this. The whole world's about to witness Yahweh Shah and that fathership, right? And the holy host of angels, man. All right, coming in those chariots, vehicles of salvation to deliver and beam up the Lord's elect from the four corners of the earth. He's about to invade this place, man. You see, I don't know if you brothers and sisters seen, all right, the video, all right, I had put up early this morning. All right, you know, it's a chariot, you know, the beloved, you know, Benaiah, brother Kabash, all right, and brother Amathia, all right, and myself, we had seen last night before we did the live lesson. You know, you can go on this page and, you know, look it out, you know, look at it. All right, but this just, you know, hey, the Lord, you know, showing us, man, that he's watching. These angels are here, man. You see, and at the same time, all right, the beloved priest Korah Abad and the brother Danya Allah out there in Great Millstone, Houston. The same time I had sent that video to the brother Korah Abad, all right, he saw another chariot that looked the same. It was identical, the same one that we saw, man, at the same time, at the end of Shabbat, man, during the Feast of Unleavened Bread. This was just last night, man. You see, and then the brother Tazima, the officer Tazima out here in Great Millstone, Dallas, right, which lives like an hour away from me and Benaiah. All right, he saw a chariot that looked just like the one we seen, man. So come on, all right. So Yahweh Bashimah Shah is amongst us, man. All right, so this is why we gotta fear him, because he's watching. All right, so this is the time to, you know, we know shit that we need to work on. All right, we know when we bullshitting. All right, but we should be in that spirit of, you know, of offending less. All right, continue to remove and purge out the leaven out of us, so the Lord will find us acceptable and pleasing, man, to deliver. Because somebody's going to get delivered about this place, man. It's written. All right, but we want to be those ones that's going to get delivered. I don't want to be left here, man. I'm sick of this place. I know you brothers are too. We sick of this place. There ain't nothing here. This place is foul. It's corrupt, man. It's wicked. You see? It's weird. This place is weird as hell, man. You see? So we're reading the guideline on how to get delivered. This is how we make our calling and election sure. So let's read some more. Isaiah 59:20, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord. Yeah. Turn from transgression, offend less. All right, follow the ways of Yahweh Bashimah Shah. All right, so let's grab this here in the book of Jeremiah chapter 50, because the Lord is plaguing this place, man. All right, got bridges collapsing, killing motherfuckers, man. All right, and this, man, that ain't nothing. Now, of course, I mean, that's something. Don't get me wrong. That's something, and that's great. You know, the Lord is plaguing this place, because there's a lot of omens even within that. The Francis Scott Key Bridge, man, which, you know, that was an Edomite that came up with the national anthem. You see? And the Lord had that bridge to collapse. So the Lord has shown us that Babylon the Great is fallen. You see? All that pride and rejoicing and the mirth, right? It's being broken up out of this place, man. With the Lord smiting this place. Just as he broke the pride of ancient Egypt by smiting the place, by plaguing it. When you go into that word plague or pestilence, it goes into annoy, to vex. You see, and the Lord he's annoying this place. He's vexing this place, man. You see, people is annoyed and vexed with high food prices, high gas prices. People's annoyed and vexed with calamities. You see, with infirmities, getting sick. All right, their favorite restaurants closing down, their favorite stores closing down. But this is the Lord plaguing it, and he's annoying this place. He's vexing this place, man. You see why? Because this place vexes him, and it vexes us. So we're in those times where the Lord's about to fuck this place up, and anybody that's in alliance with this place, that's friends of this world, well, you make yourself in the crosshairs of Yahweh Bashmal Shah to be destroyed. Jeremiah chapter 51:6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Let's read that again. It says, flee out of the midst of Babylon, right? And this is speaking about fleeing mentally, spiritually, all right, emotionally, all right, not physically. Micah chapter 4:10 tells us that we're going to be brought over here into Babylon, and this is where we're going to be delivered. So we ain't got to, worry, all right, about trying to get a plane ticket, go to Africa, all right, Hawaii or somewhere, to physically flee from this place. No, the Lord, he delivered us out of Egypt, you see, while we were in the plagues, but the Lord had us protected in Goshen, which that word Goshen means drawing nigh, drawing close. All right, so where do we draw close at now in order to be protected? We draw close, all right, within the body of Yahweh Shah. That's why it says, forsake not the assembling of yourselves. All right, this is the place, this is the sanctuary of the Lord. This is where we're safe. We're in a safe place, man. All right, the goal is to stay here, to stay in a safe place. All right, but nonetheless, this is where we fled to for refuge, for comfort, man. All right, Jeremiah 51:6, flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul, and be not cut off in her iniquity. Yeah, you don't want to be caught up in this whore's iniquity, man. You don't want to be caught up, all right, being found a friend with Babylon the Great, being found a friend with this world, man. You see, making alliance with this place. You see, we're supposed to renounce this place, renounce corruption, as second Ezra 14:13 says, which we'll grab here in a second. It says, be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord Yahweh Bashmal Shah's vengeance, man. See, just as David says, O Lord, it's time for thee to work, for they have made void thy law. And here we are. The Lord is working, man. This is what we've been crying for, right? So here we go. The plagues are not slack, man. They're going to keep coming. All right, but the goal is not to get caught up, all right, in this place's destruction. But we gotta, and that causes us to totally detach ourselves from this place, man. All right, in the mental, it says he will render unto her a recompense, meaning a payback. Let's grab this real quick. 2 Ezra 14. We'll get this last verse. 2 Ezra 14:13. Now therefore set thine house in order. You see, just like what we're supposed to have done. All right, before Friday. Before Friday, Sunday at Saturday at sundown. Before the beginning of the Passover. All right, we're supposed to remove the leaven out of our homes. All right, but this is speaking about our spiritual house, setting our spiritual house in order, man. All right, our minds, our lives, our spirits. And how do we set it in order? That's the question. How do we set it in order? All right, by following the guidelines of these scriptures, man. You see, it says, and reprove thy people, comfort such of them as be in trouble. And who's in trouble? All right, Jake, man. But ultimately, the ones that we're worried about that's in trouble is the elect, man. And this is who we're comforting. These are the ones that will be comforted, is the elect. Because the true comfort comes from these scriptures, man. Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our admonition and learning, that we through patience and comforts of the scriptures might have hope. See? So it says, comfort such as them as be in trouble and now renounce corruption. And where's the hub of corruption at? Babylon the Great. Revelation 19:2. Right, the angel praises the Lord for destroying Babylon the Great. All right, for this the place where corruption has spread throughout the whole earth. But I want to go into this word renounce real quick. Renounce. Just a simple Google definition that says to formally declare one's abandonment. See? To formally declare one's abandonment. All right, and we do this verbally. All right, by signing crime for all the abominations. And we formally declare our abandonment of this place. All right, by the lifestyles that we live, the way we live, man. See? So, as the title of the lesson says, in order to escape, we must detach, man. And that comes by renouncing, all right, this corrupt, vile, wicked system. All right, by living holy, by perfecting ourselves in the fear of Yahweh by Shemal Shah, man. If you like it, someone's trying to give me a call. But yeah, I mean, that's the point. You know, that's the point. You know, hey, the water for the scriptures out. I would get them, but you know, I'm almost here at the camp. But hey, the water, you know, to all you Aki and Walk that, you know, tuned in and Abarat was edifying. You know, hey, Shalom, brother Nabala. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shema Shabrakatah. And until next time, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Hakudash. I want to give double honors to the apostle, the great millstone, Mawaf Lavabal, Shalom.